mean, that would have a lot of value. It would affect the Yuumi dub, that would affect the Yuumi hop on, it would affect the Tristana jumps and the Sejuani and the Cassante. It's everyone but the Annie that would affect. That would, of course, put
even Annie with a rocket belt.
Absolutely, that's true, especially towards that. Thinking about it, the question is which role would that go into? There's technically some flexibility between safety there, but particularly with that Tristana, it's been a well-known fact for a great many years. Your wave control is a little bit difficult. Wave control on this top side. Shy was trying to get control of this one. Might be buying into a 2v3 here.
Here we go. It's going to be a 2v3, right as you said it. They're going to try and see if they can make it. They won't get a hook off of Chris, but his auto attack confirms the kill. I love that. Rocks in, gets it auto. Everfrost, but he knows that Leyen is sitting here in the brush. They're going to jump straight in on top of the Annie, and that's going to be Mole deleted from this map. He is no longer on this earthly plane. Weibo are controlling this game. There's no other way to say it. And
Weibo, they are really playing this out by the book. Sim got a good pick here, though. Chris doesn't have flash anymore. Use that for the last kill.
Yeah, and there's going to be the reset there off of the W, and that's going to be themselves a nice little move there onto RA. They will be able to potentially fight for this. The spike comes in, though, here from Weiwei, who does still have flash. Flash for flash going to be used.
Like an entire, like, ecosystem, almost.
I suppose so, yeah.
Yeah,
well,
I mean, goodbye.
They have brushed Leon under the carpet. He is gone.
They have. Yeah, because you've brushed and then you've brushing. But now, RA, they need to figure out what they're doing, because they are getting, as you mentioned, brushed under the car. Huge mid-game lull.
That's a thing. I think that's a
So the Triforce very much still there. Of course, we've heard whisperings of even when she's gotten gutted of a Stride Breaker build.
Stride Breaker, yep.
Yeah, we've heard. It's not as if they've done... It's not that they've done badly, it's just that they've not done anything.
And there's they're trying to do something now. It's past 20 minutes. Maybe they can look for a fight for Baron.
It's going to be difficult, though, but they've separated the Yuumi and the Tristana. It's going to be flashes away, but the hooks are coming in. Even the ultimate's right on top of Mole, who's just not the impact you need with this Annie. But now the Tristana's kind of free-firing and will get a lot of resets here if they're able to get a couple of these kills. These health bars are low, but that cast is fantastic. Fantastic coming in here from Xiaoshu. And Xiaohu, I should say, who kills off Xiaoshu, and that's going to be Feather going down as well. What a fantastic fight from Weibo. They only lose their support, and they gain.
We have to take a fight before the objective is up, and the fight they choose is just an awful one. They get separated either way, get absolutely ran down. You see the Baron going down.
Script on this particular build. Not to, you know what?
Shy.
It's not going to be good enough. Here we go. The Shy gets himself over the wall, gets himself right on top of the Tristana. And you know what's going to happen from now on. There's just nothing left in the tank from RA. It's a pitiful whisper for them to try and come back onto it. They pick up their first tower of the game at the back end of this whole thing, but the Sejuani and the Yuumi, the only ones left alive, but that's 3 kills for none. I stole them before we came into this game, is that I wanted to kind of see them smash RA. They're doing just that. Need to do it 2 times, so 1 time is good, 2 times is better, as we're going to see them just completely obliterate this Cassante in the top side. He has to flash away just to try and keep himself alive. Mole 0 and 4. This Annie has had 0 to go down. They're going to try and defend. I don't know if they can, but they're going to try.
Double teleports available from Weibo. Here comes Poppy again.
Nope, Crisp died because he went 1v4. The rest of his team kind of said, no, we're going to wait and wait. We're going to go 4v4 this. We're going to let you guys on RA have a little bit of a slightly more even fight. We'll see if you guys can take it. The Tristana is putting in work right now and putting in decent damage, so it's the most upsetting feeling in the world, and finally gets himself out of that trampoline of death, but the rest of his house is burning down and he has no idea what's going on, and I don't even think he has an idea of how to stop it.
That is one horrific trampolining accident. Shy tried to do some of himself, but he's just gone.
Yep, he's dead. The Shy has to die every game. It is part of his new but Weiwei's already pushing it in this mid lane and top lane, so that's going to be more pressure here on the bottom, off of that bottom side and more into the rest of the lanes. And yeah, I mean, look, don't flip the Elder if you don't have to. They try to jump onto Weiwei, but he can turn off the lights. They're going to get the explosive cast out. That's going to force the flash away. Zatsum now no longer in the fight. Xiaoshu is dead. He tried to step up to the Zeri, and the Zeri said, pew, pew, you're dead. And this is going to be Weibo slowly but surely getting themselves all these kills. They had the Yuumi first pick for RA, but it just wasn't strong enough. They thought that Tristana was going to be able to, but sadly for them, things like the Poppy, things like the Nocturne just turned off the lights and killed any kind of momentum.
Didn't even have to go towards the Elder. Correct choice from Weibo. Don't chance the flip at that final objective of the game. Weibo, this is a team which we had high expectations of at the start of the year. Thought they'd be one of our less wards on the map. So the ward control from Weibo was incredibly good in game 1. They have a little bit of extra help from that in game 2 from their jungler's itemization. They're locking in a tank for that top lane. Malphite locked into that Cassante. So Xiaoshu, despite getting this late lock into the Cassante, once again, it's not first picked, it's not early picked. It's going to be another fairly neutral.
Now, Weiwei does burn that one for himself. Strive did move in here. It's going to be difficult for him to really burn down the Shy. I say that is huge damage coming in. I misspoke. Strive definitely had enough there, and that's a really nice move there from the RA.
Has changed. The Shy doesn't have ult or flash this time either. If a knockback happens from Xiaoshu, this is probably a dead Malphite again. He has to push in the wave though. Dies for his wave state, but it's an awkward moment for the Shy.
Yeah, a little awkward, unfortunately, as he's just kind of smacking down Xiaoshu as best he can. The minions are trying to help out their master, but it's not going to be done, and this is
a product of Rare Atom unlocking bot lane and stopping Chris from having free roam across the map. Did well from game 1 to game 2.
I've adapted well, and Weiwei does use his ult and jumps away, but does not go invisible quick enough. So Flash from Strife puts him in range of the Q, and this is the kind of setup I'm saying. We're going to see a flash forward here on top of Light as Feather tries to keep himself there, and on Weibo looking for these plays, but it's just not the moves right now. Oh, hang on. We're not the ones setting a trap. We are the ones getting trapped, and they're just going to put Xiaohu in the bounce house. Leyen picks up that kill. I mean, that's just really good. Now,
okay,
with Rift being dropped down, big play potentially coming in here. Xiaohu now on the backside here. We're going to see the Steadfast Presence trying to stop in the engage, but they're jumping straight in on top of Asum, who has nowhere left to go. One last feather puts him right into the grave, and finally Weibo spring to life and get themselves a really good kill. And the important thing is...
It's a fight from behind in the game. You can understand why they would rather live to fight another day. They're going through the choke point. This is going to be really difficult.
Here we go. Hook comes out. Going to jump straight in on top of Crisp, and Feather picks up that kill. The Feathers go flying, and they Drengels all on this particular flank. So now with the Tibbers and the Rift Herald, plenty of pets to be able to tank up these towers, and they can keep going. RA are not afraid of this engage right now.
Now they're going to have a lot more control. Oh, Feathers is caught now.
Yeah. Not going to be able to go for it. Feather going to try and see if he can turn this one right back around, though. TP going to be coming in from the Shy, who still has that unstoppable force. They get themselves a nice little bit of CC on the Feather, but does he go down? That is the question. Yes, he does. Chris, with a little bit of supportal combat, gets himself another kill. But what can you be able to kind of push up and defend their top side? It meant that RA could kind of lean up towards it. I'm going to stop myself very quickly, as there's a little bit of a ultimate coming in. Great cast to try and catch him out. They're going to try and jump straight back in on top of Chris, though, and like you said, he's just not very tanky. Asum is just so low, but he survives. I don't even know how. Xiaohu will refuse, though, to let this one go to the wayside. It's a 2-for-1 trade in favor of Weibo, but RA, they're getting it as best he can, but he's getting CC'd up, and yep, he's going to have to use that one just to try and get away, but Feather.
Jinx not read. Jinx is not here.
TP go in. The Jinx not here. They're going to see Leyen getting the knock. He gets himself into the pit. There's going to be the Jinx up. Going to come down. 60 HP. Leyen secures it with an auto attack. Now Xiaoshu trying to up onto Light and secure him off the fight. Weibo went flip, and they're going straight back to McDonald's because they got nothing from this.
Looking for an opportunistic pickoff.
Xiaohu did TP on the backside of this one here. They're looking for Asum, and they will be able to find the Jinx. There's a great explosive cast. They needed to commit absolutely everything. Asum is dead. The Nautilus as well. Xiaoshu trying to turn this one back with Strife. The Feathers go flying as Light now in a 1v1, but he does not want that fight. Cassante still with 100% presence, still showing why this champ is broken. Out by Crisp. But it looks like RA should be able to get themselves respawned out. I tell you, that Strife has to go golden to keep himself alive, but they've traded it back. That's the Poppy Dead for the Rakan. You take that trade any day of the week. Flash in with the belly bop. Strife finally getting on top of this Annie, who doesn't have anywhere else to be. Ooh, that rocket is so quick and so damaging. Weiwei needs to stay alive as the Shy and Xiaoshu have themselves...
Up to that point is the fact that Light gets completely blasted by Xiaoshu in return.
Leyen's dead. Yes. So I'll give you that quick update. Leyen is dead, and unfortunately now for RA, they don't have a jungler to try and contest for this dragon, so we are going to go to 2 dragons apiece, and the game shall continue on. The Super Mega Det Rocket not going to hit gauntlets, so doing a fair bit of kind of tanking here against the majority AD damage of Weibo, but now RA recognized that the Baron has spawned. This could be another little bit of a flip. No Q3 for Xiaoshu. There's going to be a steadfast presence to try and stop the Shy from getting himself out, who does not have the ultimate available to him. He's not going to be able to get away from this, but the feathers are all down. Not quite able to get the root down on top of anybody, and now Xiaohu is dead. The Shy not quite able to move away from this fight and just flash, but it's all a little bit too late. Now the rest of Weibo recognize, yes, these health bars are low, but Xiaoshu
now Weiwei has to go for a steal.
Weiwei's looking for it. They're going to try and jump in. Xiaoshu flashes over to try and stop him. They're going to try and burn him out with the all-out, and they will be able to secure themselves a Baron now. Weiwei needs to leave, but he is not allowed to leave. You are in my arena, and I will take you out 5-0 and come down to a moment of brilliance. It's going to kind of have to come down to maybe one of those many flank wards that could be spawning up now. As 20 seconds till that dragon spawns, but I don't even know if RA really...
A vision. Rare Atom do not
Double
see this
TP.
flank, but Xiaohu has flash.
So, see if the Shy can go in. They're going to find him out now straight away and going to try and burst him out. He will have the ultimate available. He's not gone down just yet. Lian taking a bit of damage as well. The Nautilus ultimate goes in, which means the feathers can't fly. Lian is still alive, but the Shy cannot be so lucky. They're trying to turn on the feather and see if they can take him out. Chris gets a fantastic ultimate here to try and keep everybody off of light. But there is Xiaoshu. There is the Cassante. And there is the damage. Weiwei does kill off the Jinx right at the end of the play, but it's still a 3-for-2 in favor.
Light is left alone with Xiaoshu in the backline, and the Cassante absolutely nukes him. Xiaohu picks up a kill there on the other side, which makes his overall will be, and the Shy blows his ultimate in one attempt, blows his flash in the next one, has his ultimate back up.
Kind of hold himself to it, if you will, but for the moment, we're going to see them jump in. Crisp is dead. Yeah, there's just not a lot you can do. They're going to try and maybe turn on to Xiaoshu, but look, he's just not taking that much damage. He can sit here and take this all day. The Shy going to have to ult away. I think I've seen him use his ult offensively once, and now he's dead regardless. Now you're in a 3v5, I should say, in favor of RA, and they honestly could just look to end the game. You're on the wrong side of this fight. Now Xiaoshu gets caught out. He's going to get ulted and immediately bursted down. Light has to try and do something, but he's a little birdie all alone in the world. There's just nothing you can do. The hook is fantastic. Weiwei trying his best to hold the wave, but he shall be answered here by Xiaoshu, who is going to go absolutely massive and godlike in this game, and RA will send us to 3.
Tibbers tanking the towers, goes on cooldown. Chris, what can you do? Without the wave hit, there is a chance that they die to this turret. Feather goes down, stopwatch buys some time.
Close.
This is why Weiwei was trying to kill the wave. How much time have you got left? 10 seconds on the Shy.
Dead, unfortunately. RA not letting this one go to the wayside, and that's going to be a 1-1 score line. RA finding themselves a much better situation. They're showing in a little bit of extra sass there on the ending as well to make sure Weibo know, look, we got your number, and it's called Camp the Shy.
Camp the Shy, get an earlier pressure bot side, and the Nautilus is going to have to be a huge consideration for game 3.
Towards that top side, and with Diego locked in, you mentioned a little bit earlier for Lian, it's something he's very, very comfortable on, something he feels that he can have a very big, powerful combination with, especially with things like the Addy. And it's kind of like that mid-jungle we're looking at right now. It does feel like when you have an Ahri Wukong and then a Viego Annie, it's kind of the battle of the burst, both these two.
We'll see if there's anything, we'll see if we're treated to a dragon fight. I don't think we're going to be.
But he is holding steady. It's a full 5v5 now
Fight
with 9.5
already.
minutes. Here we go. There we go. They took you at your word there, Nightmare. They jumped straight in onto Light, and he is dead. 2 for none so far, but Assum needs to get those feathers down. He does exactly that. The resets are coming in. Assum finally goes down, and Xiaohu, I should say, getting himself a little bit of a reset. No more of those left for him. Flashes away, smited. 1, 2, 3. Lian picks himself up another, and that is a massive fight in favor of the side of RA.
Not really being able to help the engage factor in this game from Weibo as well. Herald's still alive, once again heading towards this. Weibo, you get a chance this again. There's a Triforce built up on Lian now. Lots of big items. Weibo, what have you got for this?
What have you got for this one here? The Feather going to jump straight in there, and there's the damage down. The Shy, 0, 2, and 0. Already in this game, you've had to use your ult. Use anything. They didn't use any of their ultimates really, so they can go straight back in on top of this fight. They're going to land straight on top of Light, who has no flash, no cleanse, and no life. RA! What is this team, and where have you been? You're going to be in that Lian can 100% use. How he Tokyo drifts this one right into it, I'm not sure. The Strive, however, does get caught out on that bot side. Did see Xiaohu pop in his TP as well, as there was looking.
The way we've been having very lackadaisical in the early game so far. this isn't going to get any better for them.
Capitalize on the smallest of things, and if you haven't killed them, that means they still have playmaking ability. And the side now, but Weibo should be able to get himself away from this one, no problem whatsoever. Now the Shy gonna have onto Weibo right now, but because I have such high expectations, I do expect him to be better. I know, right? What the heck? What are you doing this? But it does come down to how I expect to see it. I am a massive... Shy does roam up from the bot side after pushing that one in. Very nicely done by him. Minute 30 till the dragon spawns. Here we go. We're going to go in. That's the decoy, though. But Xiaohu almost gets caught out there. Does have the flash over the wall. Strife doesn't have his flash just yet. Xiaoshu taking a lot of damage, but look at this, just has not been taken out. Ooh, it's a great charm, and finally they take down the Scion. The feathers do go flying. That's a fantastic ultimate there from Light with the Infernum. Now you can look for resets here with Xiaohu. Does end up picking up one more kill. Weibo spring to life. Their health bars are low. Weibo moving forward aggressively, knowing that he's got himself the protection of his team. RA need to be very careful with how they approach this one here. Don't have the Feather Storm just yet, and here we go. They're going to jump straight back in. Weibo have come to life, and the Aphelios is here to stay, getting himself 2 kills. Xiaohu looking to take out Asim, who still doesn't have a hope or a prayer. Xiaohu picks up that final kill, and looks like Weibo found the go button.
Oh, Xiaohu fights in a row, catches out the Fed, Viego, and puts Weibo into position where they can get this Baron. Huge plays coming out.
They go for the Baron. They should be able to reset, get themselves back out onto the map, and take this dragon. All things going well. And again, it comes from the fact that they just haven't got damage. Everyone's trying to back away. Again, important. Light still has a full plethora of summoners available to him. Strive trying to roam around this backside. We'll see the Shurelya's being used. Xiaohu on a bit of a flank. They don't know where he is. He misses the charm, but we're going to see the Execute's trying to come in now. Layan so low, and the Infernum secures it off 3 times in a row. Light with the quadra kill, and they're going to give it over to him. No, Xiaohu! He steals it. No penta, but Weibo.
The light at the end of the tunnel. He had his summoners. You called it out, and he uses them to such great effect. It's hard to be looking at Weibo walking into the base with the Baron.
Looks like they're going to be able to try and crack this one open. Won't be able to end the game just yet. You can see they were never really intending that with Weiwei. Catch out Strive with no flash available. Xiaohu too. Yeah, Strive is going to go down. Doesn't matter that the charm missed. As I say that, Strive survives. Oh my lord! Strive survives, and he's able to get out as well. Now the Shy has to move. That as a TP immediately comes back in from Xiaoshu.
He doesn't have his ult, though. Again, that's one of the big things about the Sign. It allows you to go unstoppable, have some more threat. Not having that means that Light just looks at him and says, okay, that's a way for me to bump my DPS. Here we go.
Here we go. They're jumping in. It's Lulu for Rakan. It's support for support, but that Everfrost was massive. And now the Aphelios can really put in the work. They're getting so much work done here on top of all these carries. And bit by bit, little by little, Weibo will take down RA. Quadra kill again for
Light. Especially after that game 2 and the early game from game 3, but they see it out. Weibo will go the 4-2, which will be the exact mirror of Rare Atom's 2 and 4. It's a close run thing, though. Do not think this was a one-sided series.
Weibo will get the W. That is all that matters at the end of it all, but a lot of questions still remain for this lineup. A lot of just kind of, just nothing to really kind of, you wouldn't be, I suppose it's a bittersweet kind of setup for here for RA. You did very well. You lost, obviously at the end of it all. Weibo still come out with the W, but I mean, I just find it so hard.